What is going on, people? England versus Argentina in the World Cup semi-final. It's two powerhouses in international football, worthy of being a final within itself. I think we're going to see so many interesting things here, from probably the Jude Bellingham show. Obviously, Lionel Messi, seeing what he can conjure up in, is probably his last ever World Cup semi-final. We'll see a lot of very interesting flashpoints. If you think about David Beckham and Diego Simeone, about Beckham kicking out in World Cup 98 and the red card, and how that led to their completely different career trajectories. I think we're going to see so many flashpoints in this game, and I think we might even see England dragging Argentina into extra time. 6 out of the last 7 penalty shootouts Argentina have had, they have won. So it will definitely be a game that England will want to get done in at least 90 minutes, if not 120 minutes of extra time. Both teams got dragged through extra time in the last round, so they'll be keen to not repeat that. A lot of comments by Thomas Tuchel saying there was a lot of mistakes made, and Jude Bellingham coming out and saying, whatever, you weren't on the pitch, the team put in a good shift, and it's not easy playing against the likes of Odegaard and Haaland. What to speak about playing against the likes of Lionel Messi, Lisandro Martinez, Emi Martinez, Lautaro Martinez, and also loads of really good players across the pitch coming off the bench. Argentina has shown that they can get a job done with or without help from a referee or VAR. So I think it's going to be an absolutely incredible game. I think we're going to see a bit of caginess, but I think the flashpoints, the hard challenges, the decisions, the substitutions, there's so many interesting flashpoints throughout just 90 minutes alone, how things can go. I don't think we're going to see either team sweep the other one away. This match, from a perspective of a starting lineup, I think it's not going to be that much changed from England's perspective. I think they'll have to play around depending on Declan Rice's availability and fitness. I think just because it isn't like a muscular or a tendon issue or anything like that, my understanding is it is just illness, I think he will push through. He managed to get through 45 minutes. He didn't look himself. Even walking to the corner flag to take set pieces, he did look exhausted. But just Tuchel's reluctance to play someone like a Kobbie Mainoo alongside him, obviously his favourite pick in Jordan Henderson, which boggles the mind, was injured, not even playing, unfortunately for him. But I think as a result, Declan Rice will have to start alongside Elliot Anderson. I think we probably will go with a very familiar looking front line in terms of Kane. Probably Saka. I think Madueke is probably played himself out of a starting lineup at this moment in time. And also Anthony Gordon, who's shown he can get a job done. And look, I think at the end of the day, this is going to be a long-asked game. I don't think this is going to be a game that is just going to be won or lost in 30 minutes of flashpoints. I think it will be controversial. I think it will be a good watch. I'm glad it's on at a sociable hour now, as all the games are for the European fans at least. So really looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think about this. What is going on, people? Moving on to Spain versus France. So I think there's two ways this could go. Foregone conclusion, France blow away Spain. Spain do not want to go toe-to-toe with France. I don't think anyone wants to. And France will know that. And they'll say, no problem. If you can get past Doué, you can't get past Barcola. If you can get past Kone, well, let's bring on Tchouaméni, and so forth and so forth. And a matter of fact, if you see the last game, right, they started to throw up Philip Mateta up front. Route one football, ball in the box, big guy leaping up, heading it down, or having a shot on goal or head on goal. So I think what we're going to see is a France who have so many opportunities to get the job done in so many different ways within 90 minutes. They don't need to sit back. They don't need to play it calm. They don't need to play it cool. Whereas Spain will be thinking, hey, Rodri in the pivot, managing the game, trying to control things, Cucurella bombing down the wing, but he's going to bump into a fair few speedy players, right? And with the exception of the centre-backs, like if you take off a Saliba, I don't think you've got a ready-made player who's as good in the days of Kimpembe and guys like that, then yeah, you could say. But what we won't see is depth coming off the bench for Spain like we will see with France. France is just, it's going to be insane. And they have no reason to sit back. And Didier Deschamps will know that. He has that aggressive style of management and leadership. So I think we might genuinely see a batter in here. I can imagine France really sweeping them away after the 60-minute mark and then just shutting up shop. And that would be how I would play it, for what it's worth. Having said that, Spain will have no issues trying to drag them into extra time and take their chances on penalties. No issues whatsoever. They have a world-class keeper. They've got another one in terms of David Raya on the bench, right? If they want to do something Louis van Gaal-esque in terms of bringing on a keeper in crunch time on penalty shootouts, if it gets that far. But honestly, I think they've played their hands with like the substitute Moreno and people like that. And I can't really see them doing too much damage in the 90 minutes. I think if Spain are going to win, it's going to be through tactical game management past the 90 minutes and then hit on counters, because France will be thinking we're way too good to be playing over 90 minutes and not getting this done. And that might just expose a bit of time and space for them to sneak a winner. But I don't think that will happen. So to put myself out there, I think I'm going to go with a big old win. I think France will score 3 times. I do think Spain will score, but I think it'll be once, to be honest. So I think we're going to go 3-1. And obviously the player to watch, of course, going to be Kylian Mbappe. But don't be surprised if you see some midfielders coming off the bench once Rabiot, once Kone have run their course of coming on and doing some damage. The likes of Cherki, I'd love to see. And he'll have everything to prove, right? Hasn't been featured heavily at all for the international team. So let me know what you think. Drop a sub and we'll be back for the World Cup final in no time.